So we are starting the webinar. First, I will show you a brief presentation with the introduction about the prospects in the construction industry, need for more skilled professionals in the construction industry, and then I would take your questions, whatever queries you have regarding your prospects. You all know India is urbanizing very fast. Rather, we are the third largest economy, and we are seeing 6.7% GDP growth, and that we are going to see until 2030. So it's the third largest globally. A lot of construction is happening in our country. A lot of other facilities, amenities are being provided in the country, because of which our economy is growing very fast, and that impact can be seen as we are contributing, the construction industry is contributing to Indian GDP, which can reach now around 15% by 2030, and by 2022 we would be the largest employers in the country, which would be around 75 million people by 2022. At present it is about 35 million people, so it is going to double up by 2022, and the Indian construction market would be about US $1 trillion. That is going to be the size of our construction industry. So if we look at the amount of investment that is going to come into the industry, as per the report of a high-powered expert committee, about 1 trillion US dollars has to be spent in our infrastructure up to 2030, that is building the infrastructure and maintaining the infrastructure which is already existing, and housing has to be provided for all. So a lot of investment, about 2 trillion US dollars investment is going to come in the housing sector. And we all know at present our Prime Minister Narendra Modi has given huge focus on the housing construction, and in this investment related real estate projects, the commercial offices are going to increase, going up to 450 million square feet worth, which is going to be about 45 million US dollar worth. So this is the huge amount of work that is going to happen. And actually, if even if we look at these figures or not, we understand that we have to provide infrastructure to our citizens. That is huge amount of work. Housing has to be provided to all. All infrastructure which is available has to be maintained, has to be developed. And then we are at that level in our country now where people need to move from basics to more comfortable environments. So we have to do construction, we have to provide infrastructure. And if we look at some of the programs that have been planned now at the level of the central government and the state governments, the major programs are Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, Smart Cities Mission, Amrut, Hriday, and many more these projects which are touching all the sections of our built environment. And the policy reforms that have impacted our industry majorly, one is the Real Estate Regulation Act. You all could have read about it. And then GST, the way we manage the taxation system for our material, which is passing different state borders and going from one part of the country to other part of the countries, that is going to be majorly impacted. But the impact of GST is not only going to be in the cost of the material. Impact of GST will also be felt in construction of warehouses across different states. At present, different organizations make their warehouses depending upon the benefits they took from different states for the taxation system. Now it is going to be more centralized. Uh, any manufacturer could be building a warehouse in any state, whichever place is closest to their market. So even the construction and maintenance of big warehouses is going to be big work in our industry now. So you see these big numbers which are shown on this slide, that what are the growing opportunities. 70% of global wealth is going to be in real estate, and or you see all these big numbers, basically they are indicating the amount of shortage of manpower and the trained manpower in the construction industry which is there, and amount of money that is to be spent, amount of construction that is to be done. It is huge and phenomenal. After a long time, after many decades, our construction industry is at this stage, and probably it will remain at this level now for a decade or two. And the how is the sector changing? You see, construction was happening earlier also. But how are we changing now? Why do we need more skilled workforce in our industry? One factor is there is a lot of financial discipline that is coming because of the transparency that is being brought into the financial structures. All that accounting, financial management, commercial management, those processes are becoming different. Customer is now the focus, whether it's a private construction project or it's a government project. So whether we make a Delhi metro, or we make a commercial building in Gurgaon, or we make a healthcare project, or we make a even an entertainment related project, customer is the focus. And with the customer being the focus, we need to have our processes in place. And compliance with all the rules is becoming very important. So, but to work in this different form of industry, are we prepared? That is one thing that has been seen and checked, and we see we are not really prepared for this. There is a huge skills gap in our country. We do have a lot of educational institutions where a lot of degree programs are running. We are getting around 1.5 million trained graduate engineers every year in our country, but are they employable? No. 80% of those are not employable. And that is where RICS School of Built Environment fills the gap. Now, why these students are not employable? Because one factor is curriculum is quite outdated in many educational institutions. The courses which are to be taught with the practical focus are rarely being taught in a very theoretical manner, where there is no connection with how those theoretical concepts are to be practiced in the industry, and overall development of the students, where language, personality development comes in, that is not being looked into. So as I said, this is where RICS School of Built Environment comes in. Our curriculum is totally aligned with the industry requirements. Our faculty members are also having industry experience, and there is huge focus on personality development of our students. So all these factors are built into our curriculum and the education system to make the students employable for the industry. Now just to see that how the technology is changing with respect to the way we do construction, the way we manage our construction, and the way our customers need to interface with us on our projects. So one part is augmented reality. Augmented reality is used by the uh, professionals when they are planning and doing construction, and also by the customers. So when a customer comes to a real estate organization, property organization, that they want to see a property, through augmented reality, they can experience that property, how they would be using it. Virtual reality, again, prospective buyers can also take a complete tour of the project, but as professionals, architects, urban planners, construction managers, they can also, through simulation, understand how a structure would function and how we have to do the construction for it. Biometric data has to be built into our services systems in our built facilities. It is required at the later stages when the built facility is being used for security purposes, but it has to be built when we are doing the construction. Internet of Things we cannot do away with, because now if you look at the city levels, there are there's a big network of services which is running our cities. And this network of services has to be managed in a way so that we use our power and services very judiciously. So smart homes are coming up, smart buildings are coming up, renewable energy is to be used, and all this is going to be interconnected, which is again a component of smart cities. But even if a city is not being developed as a smart city, any city will need to have these components where we use our services in an interconnected manner. Then drones. You might have seen the drones till now only in the movies, but when you become a part of the construction industry, you are on sites, you will know drones are now part of doing the supervision of the building construction. And later on, when valuations happen for the building properties, drones take the role of doing the survey for the large building sites and projects. And there are sites where the site can go into hundreds and thousands of acres. So we do need the services of the drones. Big data, it is a part of every industry now, because the data which is collected through simulation for any building, that has to be analyzed to understand how the building envelope is functioning and how we have to manage the building to manage the asset, that whole asset, in the most judicious manner. So what are the skills required for future jobs? Basic project management skills are of course required, but you also need to have advanced project management skills where, apart from the theoretical constructs, you are also using the advanced constructs and you are very well versed with the tools that are used for project management. You need to have understanding of building information modeling, or BIM as it is called, scheduling through Primavera, MS Project, Telos. You need to have good analytical skills and cost estimation. You see, cost management is a very major component of construction management now, because we do a cost estimation at the start of planning the projects. But while the project is being executed, whether the cost that we are going to incur is within the estimated cost or not, that analysis goes on throughout the stage of the construction of the projects. And while the construction is happening, designs keep changing, clients' requirements keep changing, the scope of the project keeps getting modified. Still, we have to see that whether we are within the estimated cost or not. So, cost management is an important component. But again, we have to use technology at this stage. We can't work in the way it was done 20 years back, that we sit with our drawings, read through the drawings and estimate the cost. The whole process needs to be automated. Your communication skills have to be good, because construction is a teamwork. Whether we are planning for work in the head offices or we are at site and doing the construction, it is a teamwork, and especially at sites, we are dealing with a very, very diverse set of team. So you have to have good communication skills to be able to deliver a project successfully at the site level, at project manager level, at the head project manager level, at the CEO level. Your communication skills have to be good. And last but not the least, your buildings have to be designed where they are compliant with the laws related to environment, and those are sustainable. So all these points have to be covered in whether you're to understand whether you have the skills required for the today's industry or not. And in our curriculum here at RICS School of Built Environment, all these points are covered in the curriculum. You can go to our website, download the curriculum, and then just see that there are subjects which are dealing with all these points. So after 2 years, when you graduate from here, you would have the skills required for all these areas, and you would be totally employable in the industry, and not only in the industry nationally but at the global level. So this, as I mentioned, this specialized MBA of construction project management, one reason why it is required is it gives you the specialized skills for construction project management, quantity surveying, and also why prefer an MBA over an MTech? Because in the construction industry, requirement is for techno managers, the professionals who have technical expertise and who also have managerial expertise. So this MBA program gives you the managerial expertise also, trains you for that also, and you become a techno manager. That is the requirement in the for the career opportunities, and at the global level, this is the requirement. After doing MBA in construction project management, what are the different streams in which you can get the jobs in the industry? You could be working as a project manager and a planning and scheduling manager in the head offices, or you could be at site as a construction project manager. You can get the job of a quantity surveyor, a cost management professional, as a contracts management professional, and you can also specialize in the area of building information modeling and also facilities management. Because these are all areas that are going to be taught here, then it is up to you that what is your interest area and in which area you want to specialize. And in this curriculum, you will have, after your first year, you will have an 8 weeks of industry internship. We provide you with the internship. We facilitate all our students for that. And during those 8 weeks, when you are there in the industry, you get a real feel of the projects, and then you will also be able to recognize which are your interest areas, and subsequently you could go for specialization in those areas. So this is a very diverse set of streams in which you can go ahead after your MBA here. MBA in real estate and urban infrastructure, of course, takes you to many other streams. And MBA in construction economics and quantity surveying also opens the doors for all those areas for which MBA construction project managers students would be able to go for. But yes, in quantity surveying MBA, there are more specialized subjects connected with quantity surveying and cost management. So you could, students who want to go on that side, who should be taking up the MBA in quantity surveying. School also runs MBA in infrastructure management, which is more aligned for financial assessment and planning for infrastructure projects. And the facilities management program is for, this is a postgraduate diploma in facilities management, which is for preparing the students for the facilities management domain. Again, the students who have done mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, they could be opting for this program also, because there is a huge scope for facilities managers in the industry. The programs here, MBA in construction project management, MBA in quantity surveying, both the MBA programs are accredited by RICS UK. They are very prestigious universities globally, in which the built environment programs are RICS accredited. Some of these universities are listed here, and RICS School of Built Environment comes into these uh, level of universities, that our programs are also accredited by RICS UK. So you can see that there is a global recognition and accreditation of our programs. The students who we get the placements done for our students, and our students go for 100% placements. So these are some of the organizations who have come for recruitment for our students, but this is just a very small list. The list is huge. All different streams of companies come and recruit our students. Again, it will all depend upon your interest area. There are contracting organizations, there are real estate developers, banks, financial services, consulting and services firms. So these are different groups of real estate firms, these construction industry firms which come for recruitment to ours for our students, and you could be applying in any of these organizations. It all depends on your interest area. After doing the MBA here, if you feel your interest is more on the finance side, you can go for these banks and financial services. You are more interested on the contracting side, go for contracting organizations, real estate developers, project management consultancy organizations, and consulting organizations. So all these different groups of organizations are there. So this was a very brief introduction about the scope in the industry and how you are benefited by the MBA programs here in RICS School of Built Environment to be ready for the industry. So I would like to know what are your queries, and I will try my best to answer your queries to help you with decision making. Now, Kolibeli, Somalia is asking what type of drone is suitable for aerial surveying. You could now technical part of it I'm not getting into, but there are drones in Bombay area, especially where there is congestion. The drones are being used for supervision of the building projects, for progress monitoring and the supervision. So, but we are not getting into the technology of it. Abhishek is asking, ma'am, what about the placement of BBA in construction management? This time, our first batch of BBA construction management students has passed, and almost all of them are placed. They have been placed in developer organizations also and contracting organizations also. And for BBA program also, there is a internship program which happens after their second year during the summer vacations. So that 8 weeks internship also helps our BBA students to be in the industry and also to understand again what are their interest areas, and accordingly they also go for the placement process. Ayush is wanting to know the status of the placement of CPM this year. Ayush, almost 100% students have been placed, and few students who are left to be placed. For them, the placement process is on now, and probably in another month or so, all the students are going to be placed. And when I say all the students are placed, we are looking at the students who are eligible to be placed. So you might have read it on the Amity website also, and once you come here for admission process, you will come to know that students have to have certain CGPA, 6 CGPA in their 3 semester program, and finally in the 4 semesters to be eligible for a degree. So those students are also eligible for the placements. And as I said, in another month or so, all our 100% students would be placed. Vartul is wanting to know what would be the job profile post MBA in CEQS, be it on site or in a corporate. Now, Vartul, CEQS program, as I had mentioned earlier, is more focused on quantity surveying and cost management profile. But since there are subjects common between construction project management and quantity surveying also, so at the end of your MBA, if you are more interested in going for a construction project management profile, you could also be taking up that profile in the industry. Both the streams are open for you, but yes, there is more specialized knowledge on the quantity surveying and cost management side. Now, second part of your question is on site or in corporate. We always advise our students, if before coming for the MBA program here, you don't have industry experience, it is advisable that for first few years you be on the site. After that, when you come to the head office or on the corporate side, you are valued more and there are more prospects for you to be going up in the hierarchy there. But again, it's up to you that if you want to take up the profile first of corporate side, you could take up that also. If you're more interested to be on the site first, that kind of profile can also to be taken. It's more your choice and how you are planning for your professional journey ahead. It is. इसको देखना है। अच्छा नहीं। Shubham is saying 100% assured placement for MBA. Yes, Shubham, we assure 100% placement. But again, as I said, at the end of the MBA program, student needs to be eligible for placement based on their results process. And we also expect that for 2 years that the student has been here, the student has been sincere enough to have absorbed whatever is being taught in the class and in the curriculum. But yes, from our side, placement is 100% assured. Rajiv is saying that he has just finished BTech and seeing forward to costing and estimation field and wants to know more about it. So Rajiv, I think you have got your answer. Mayur is asking what designations should one expect in a company after graduating in CPM from RICS? Mayur, your designation, again, it could be the designation of planning and scheduling manager if you're going on that side. If you are going to work as a cost management professional, it could be of cost management manager. If you're at site, it could be for management trainee or site supervisor. So it all depends in which organization you are going, and accordingly the designation comes. But definitely in whichever designation profile you will go for, the study, the curriculum, your knowledge gain of CPM is going to be utilized. Kolibula asks requirements and tuition fee, so that Achal is taking it. Abhishek wants to know the package for the students of BBA Construction Management. So for that, I would request our placement team to be responding to you. Vartul wants to know that, ma'am, is RICS accredited with UGC because I have to avail educational. Well, Vartul, UGC University Grants Commission is a national level body in India. Universities are coming under UGC guidelines. So Amity University follows UGC guidelines. So yes, our programs are all under UGC guidelines. RICS accreditation is a separate international accreditation. So for all of you, you have to know that all programs being run in Amity University, and since in RICS programs we can say these are as per UGC guidelines. Rahul is stating he is a civil engineer with 3 years of work experience. And he has seen the curriculum of MBA real estate. and likes those subjects but wants to know which course will be good, whether MBA Construction Project Management or MBA Real Estate and Urban Infrastructure. Well, Rahul, being a civil engineer, you could also opt for MBA Real Estate. Again, as I had said, you have to see what is your interest area. MBA CPM is for the students who are more interested on the construction side, planning or supervision. MBA Real Estate is suitable for students who are more interested in planning for the real estate projects, financial planning, and then accounts. You need to be interested in those areas. And after doing MBA real estate, you could also be going for business development for the real estate industry. So it's totally your interest area, your personality type, based on which you have to decide whether you want to be on the construction side of it or on the accountancy, finance, and overall planning and marketing side of the real estate projects. Accordingly, take the decision. Shreyas wants to know MS in US or NICMAR in India. I think Shreyas, this is not the right platform for you to be asking this question. Hardik wants to know that would work experience, why it is reduced, is full screen से half screen क्यों कर दिया? Hardik wants to know, would work experience be beneficial before taking this course? Well, Hardik, yes, having work experience always helps you more for any master's program. But if you do not have a work experience, that is the reason you can take advantage of our 8 weeks in industry internship program. That is built into the system more for the students who do not have industry experience. So, if you have industry experience, it is very good. Otherwise, our 8 weeks industry internship would help you, and also we take our students for the site visits, and since our faculty members have industry experience, then they are able to help the students more to understand the application part of the theoretical constructs. Abhishek too, our 100% placement assured for BBA? Yes, Abhishek, it is assured, but again, as I have mentioned earlier, you should be eligible for the placements after the program. Kolubili, Somalia. Do you provide internship for the international students? Yes, Kolubili, definitely. Once you are uh, a part of our student group, where you may be doing any MBA program here. After that, it doesn't matter whether you are a domestic student or an international student. Once you take admission here, you are an RICS student, and all RICS students are provided with the internship. If they are able to organize their internship, good. Otherwise, we provide internship to all our students. Pavni is saying that she has done MTech in Construction Technology and Management from NIT Warangal and would like to know the PhD opportunities at RICS. Pavni, we also are conducting PhD program, and at present we have students who are doing full-time as well as part-time PhD in our institute. So I would request you to interact with us separately on this to understand what are your interest areas for research and then how that can be taken ahead. Hardik is asking whose curriculum is better, NICMAR or RICS. I have taken admission at NICMAR. Well, Hardik, every institute would design a curriculum which they feel is the best. We can only talk about our curriculum, which is very good and industry oriented. And this is an MBA degree program that we are running in RICS. Beyond that, I think you have to assess yourself. ऊपर नीचे हो गया है। इसको स्क्रीन को हिला क्यों रहा है बार-बार? MB Prashant is asking, is the MBA course just oriented to curricular activities or can we experiment? I think that is what you want to say. Well, Prashant, it's not oriented to curricular activities. The the basic core of the program is education, not curricular activities. So focus is on education with personality development of our students. And every student here in every subject is given enough scope to come out with new ideas, to read more, and not just go by what is there in the textbook. So you all students here are given the opportunity to be exploring the subjects, and actually that is what we want our students to read themselves, to explore the subject also themselves apart from what is being taught in the class. Atif is asking that what is to be done after BTech in civil and which objective will be valuable in long run. uh, Again, Atif, it is a very personal decision after doing your BTech in civil engineering, whether you want to be directly in the job in the industry or you would like to join a postgraduate program, hone up your skills further in a specialized area, and then be in the industry, or you want to go on the academic side. It's all your personal choice. So you have to understand your strengths and weaknesses, and you have to leverage your strengths and work on your weaknesses. So understanding your personality type, your strengths, what you want to do, you have to take a decision. Rahul is saying he is a civil engineer with 3 years of work experience. He has Okay, I think that question I have already answered, that whether uh, MBA real estate or construction project management is again going to be your choice, depending upon the uh, area in which you want to go ahead in your professional journey. Shreyas is asking that what are the additional courses to be done after graduating as a civil engineer, which will build a career towards construction management. So Shreyas, after doing your graduation, you will, if you want to go towards construction management side, one way is that you be in the industry, work on the site, and work on projects, and in due course of time you will be able to go on the management profile. Second part is do a construction project management postgraduate program, and then directly you can go into the management profile. Of course, you do need to have site experience to understand how construction happens, but a postgraduate program directly takes you to the management profile, or increases or reduces the time in which you go into the management profile. Shubham is asking that what is the average package for students placed in India? Again, for this question, I would like my placement team to be responding to you. They would be responding on this. Rajiv wants to know a full answer to his question. Let me see, what was your question, Rajiv? Uh, Rajiv, please, again you put your question. I will again answer it. Karan is asking that here are we only focusing on reality sector for placement or opportunities are in highways, metro and others. Karan, our focus for placing our MBA construction project management and quantity surveying student is not only in reality sector. Actually, most of our students or many of our students are getting placed in the on the infrastructure projects. They are working on highway projects, they are working on metro projects. So developers are also recruiting our students, but then contracting organizations like Shapurji Palonji also recruit our students, and there are other contracting organizations, even contracting organizations from Middle East, Thailand, they are recruiting our students. So focus is on all the sectors on the construction project management and cost and management and quantity surveying profile. Umair also has this apprehension that is any site experience needed before seeking admission in CPM? Umair, as I explained earlier also, if you have site experience and you come for the MBA program, it is very good. But even if you don't have a site experience, our 8 weeks internship after first year is going to help you to understand the construction that happens at site. So all our first year students are now at present doing internship at different sites across the country. So this 8 weeks internship helps you in getting that experience. But if you have experience, of course, it is always good. Hi Teju. Rahul wants to know that will he get an abroad job opportunity if he chooses MBA real estate? Also, will I get an internship abroad? Well, I can't exactly say about MBA real estate, but yes, our students have got internships abroad, and there are job opportunities across. For all our programs, we try to see that our students get global job opportunities. So it is open for all the MBA programs. Mayur wants to know that does RICS provide dual country course in order to get an exposure of foreign construction industry? Well, Mayur, for MBA construction project management program and quantity surveying, we have an MOU with University of Salford in UK, which is a student exchange program for 1 semester. So in third semester, the students go to Salford University to study there, and every year our students are going there. Students opt for it, and also they need to have a minimum result up to their third semester, up to their second semester to be eligible for it. So once they spend 1 semester there, they get the exposure to the global construction industry. And then the grades that they get in the third semester at University of Salford, those grades are accounted for as the grades for the third semester if they had studied here. So that is one opportunity to get the global exposure. And also we have MOUs with the other universities for small summer exchange programs through which our students go. At present also some of our students, real estate students have gone to San Diego for a summer exchange program. And also we have tie-up with for the REACH program where in the summers after first year, students go for the 6 Asian cities program. It's a program run for the global students, so there is interaction with the global students. This is 1 month program where students go to 6 cities in Asia apart from India and understand how construction, city management, and real estate management happens there. So these are different ways in which the exposure to foreign construction industry happens. Weber wants to know whether ACM is a degree course or a certificate course. It's a CPM program, which is a degree course. Teju wants to know about placement and construction project management in MBA. I'll explain the whole process, Teju, that and for everybody, the sorry, placement process starts at the end of the third semester, and where the students are shortlisted also based upon their results up to the second semester. And for the placement process, we also run certain special programs for our students for enhancing further their skills. And then the companies are coming. Based upon the interest shown by the students and their results, which are there up to the second semester, companies shortlist the students, and then each company which is coming for placements has its own process. Some companies go for even 3 to 4 levels of interviews, group discussions, written exams. Some companies do only one level of interviews. And so all students have to go through this process, and then the placement happens. So this placement process will start in the end of the third semester, as I said. And our effort is to prepare all the students on the technical side and on the personality development side. Mock interviews are held here before students sit for the placement process, and through the mock interviews, they are helped as to the whole process that is going to happen. Zohaib wants to know that after civil engineering, what do you recommend for higher studies? Zohaib, again, as I mentioned, there are two streams after civil engineering. If you want to remain in the construction industry, you may go for an MTech program, which will be purely technical, or you may go for an MBA program, which is a techno managerial program. And at this time in the industry, more requirement is for techno managerial profile. So that's how MBA program is suitable. But if you have technical perspective, then MTech program is suited for you. Again, you have to understand your interest area and take a decision. Bajrang wants to know that curriculum in RICS SBE will be same or better when compared to international universities. Bajrang, our program is comparable to the curriculum in the international universities, and that's how we have RICS UK accreditation for our programs. And our curriculum is also aligned to the requirements of the Indian construction industry. So it is at par with the international universities with suitability for the Indian construction industry. Bhanu wants to know what is the placement percentage of CPM in 2017 and can we assure a job? Are you assured a job? Again, I would reiterate your placement is assured. Only thing is you need to be eligible for the placements based on your scores, and also we expect all the students to be putting in their sincere effort while they are here for 2 years. Please understand, companies which come for interviews are assessing your technical skills, are assessing your personality. So our whole effort is to train you, and yes, we assure 100% placement, but we expect 100% sincerity and effort from the student side also. Ayush wants to know that in CPM, would you also learn construction software like AutoCAD? Well, Ayush, construction AutoCAD is more a software for architects. But we will have classes to make familiarize you with AutoCAD, but you will get full training on the construction software like MS Project, Primavera. These are construction management software on which you will get the training. There will be introduction to TELOS also. And for building information modeling or BIM, you will be taught AutoCAD, component of AutoCAD, more of Revit because Revit is used for BIM. So BIM software and construction project management software, we do full training of our students for these software. Rahul wants to know what about facilities and professors at Mumbai campus. Delhi facilities visit versus I think it is Mumbai case also. Rahul, both the campuses are very well equipped with all the facilities. These are both the programs are running in the campuses of Amity University, and both the campuses of Amity University are very well equipped for infrastructure, classrooms, your playgrounds, co-curricular facilities. So both the campuses are comparable, and as far as faculties and professors, both the campuses have very well established and experienced faculty members. You have to take a choice in which campus you would like to join. Bala Bhargavi wants to know what are the opportunities after doing MTech. Well, opportunities are there in the industry as a postgraduate on the technology side. Now, MTech could be on construction project management, it could be in structures, it could be in various other streams. In whichever stream you will do your MTech, you will have good job opportunities for that. Um, Sanmati Kumar wants to know about MRICS eligibility. Sanmati, when you do MBA program with RICS School of Built Environment, you are doing education in an RICS accredited program, and that brings your eligibility for MRICS, for which you will be due after you have few years of experience in the industry. So all students who join here, they become student members of RICS, and subsequently when you are in the industry, you then plan for your MRICS and go through that whole process. So this program makes you eligible for being an MRICS. Hardik wants to know proficiency